everybody, welcome back to PadfootTD Games. My name is Zach, I'm the voice behind the icon, and today we are back in American Truck Simulator. Once again, we are going NASCAR style. So, I've got some explaining to do first, and I know that's how we started the last episode, was just me talking and complaining, and that's what this one's going to be about too. So, here's the deal. We are back, and the last time you saw this episode with this truck, it was going out to Iowa. Sorry, I had to remember that really quick. We were going out to Iowa. That's how we were going to start the season. We were starting Season 2 of 2019 on iRacing in the time trial circuit. And then I got busy. Literally, that's the only excuse I have. I got so busy with work, so busy with the ranch. I got so busy with just other parts of life. I was not able to actually sit down and record iRacing. So I ended up having to scrap it, but we still had the video going out there because it was like, okay, well, I kept that, I made it. It's already set to release, and I was going to do the racing later, and guess what? It never happened. And here we are, like 4 or 5 weeks later. So doing good. I just wanted to first off apologize for that, and as you probably have noticed, apologize for lack of videos for like 2 weeks. That is very unlike us. We really tried to strive to not miss a day. Work just got so busy, I got so busy, and life just got so hectic that I always say that I'm doing this for fun, and I am, so it kind of has to be pushed to the back to get real life back under control. But we are back here now. We are focused. You will see the truck and you will see the car for Michigan. That is where we are going to be heading today. A couple other little things that I do need to touch on really quick. I'm going to hit escape really quick, and you'll see. You'll notice then this is not our icon that we used before. I didn't have that. This is not our XP. This is not our money. This is not anything. And bigger, sadder part is, let's see, where are we? We don't have all of our trucks either. So let me explain what went down here. Okay. First off, we've got our Peterbilt, which probably, yeah. We've got our logging truck back. I don't know if that's going to be exactly the same. We've got something that's going to be doing flatbeds. And we've got something that I've been using up in Canada. But as you notice, it's 00000, 1,500 miles on that, just playing around. There's no snow on the ground. So what happened? Why do we not have all of our trucks? Why do I have any of our old things that we used to have here on the channel? All of our great things, our Walmart truck, etc. Let me tell you another quick little story. All right? And the reason why I'm going to tell you this story first before we depart is I think it's important. And then the rest will be a time-lapse, so you don't have to listen to me jabber for like 2 hours. So a long story short, what ended up happening is we had a mod in the game to let us own our own logging trailer. We had this, it was great, we loved it, we used a lot, we used I think 7 or 8 episodes. We used that logging truck. Well, all good things must come to an end, and that logging truck trailer was actually taken off the Steam store. Now the problem is, my game file actually had an issue getting rid of that mod. It knew it wasn't on the store, but it would not take it from the game. And I can't even going in internally, I can't find where that mod is. I thought I found it. I tried taking it out. The game does not function. Our old save file does not function anymore because that mod is in there. All of my saves are all my saves are post that mod. So I have nothing to access it. So we actually had to use another, modded account. We had to rebuild all of our trucks. I had to go back through and re-put in our design for our trailer, which is time and a half anyways, and I'll make a video on that someday on how to do that. It was hell. So between Grand Theft Auto 5 not working right because they just updated Rage Hook, and then with this, that didn't help the motivation of not wanting to do videos. The only thing that I am going to change on this truck, I don't like that they're black. The headlights, if you look, I must have accidentally clicked black in there. So I will probably fix that really quick before we leave, and then we'll hit the road. But that is why mileages have been reset. Everything's been reset. But now that we're actually going to finally get into it and actually start driving coast to coast, and you guys get to see it. Still very proud of this truck and trailer. I think it looks beautiful. Really got to thank IK9 for being on board for this one. And I got another shirt from them, so I really can't wait to start showing off that merch and supporting IK9. They have been working with Joe Gibbs Racing on the Xfinity side. They've been a long partner with Jeffrey Earnhardt. They are working with Haley Deegan, I believe is her name. She's in the K&N series. They were on board for her K&N race, which ironically we're doing the Arizona Pro Racing Series. Feels good to be back, and thank you guys for being patient. I'm going to go switch out those headlights like I said, and then we'll be hitting the road, and I'll talk to you guys when we get a little bit closer. But sit back and enjoy as we go NASCAR style here in American Truck Simulator. See you guys in a bit. All right, and we're back, and as you probably have noticed if you're able to see it quickly through the time lapse, we are in Canada. So I originally put this mod in because I was planning for us to go up to, oh, what was it? There was a racetrack, Canadian Tire, I think that was the name of the racetrack. We were originally going to go up there for a K&N race. But then obviously I ended up getting busy and not being able to use it. But I love this mod so much, and this is actually how they want us to go to Michigan. Now, there's no way in hell that you would do this, because there's no way that you'd get everything that's in here across the border without having to have all the correct paperwork, etc., etc. So we're going to do it because it's fun here in the sim, but just know that that's not realistic. Neither is me owning a race team. But I digress. Let's hop back in. And let's get ourselves back on the road. We got 4 hours left to go, and as you're going to notice, the speed limits are going to be a little wonky because up here they want us to use kilometers. So like there you can see it's going to be 62 miles an hour, which I think is 100 kilometers. I think so. But we're back on the road, and this is actually the first time you're able to hear that new truck. Really big fan of the sound pack that's in here. Just something that I think sounds real good. Oh, it's water. Okay, I thought there was just part of the map gone. Yeah, I changed out the engine of what was in here originally, and I'm quite happy with that. As you can see, the Canadian map mod is really good, but you can see that there's some textures that just don't quite line up right. We're technically through the Great Lakes right now, so I'm gonna give a break on that. Just realized I'm going way faster than I should be. We'll put it at 66. And let's drop it a little more. Last thing we want is get pulled over by a Mountie and have to explain that one. But welcome to Canada, everybody, and welcome back. I hope you like the time-lapse versions. I don't know if I'm going to do that all the time for our K&N trips. It's a little bit easier for me because I don't have to think of commentary to say the whole time. But I do enjoy being able to talk to you guys and to see what's going on in all of our worlds. But yeah, here we are. Really excited to finally get back into this. I've been peeking at some of our old videos that we used to do of going from track to track, and I really miss doing this, especially now that I can just own the trailer. It saves a lot of time and energy, and I don't know, just makes it complete for me, and I hope you guys enjoy it too. Some more big stuff coming from American Truck Sim. Very excited about that. We've had the announcement of Washington, obviously. That's some old news, but I'm very excited for it just because we're going to be able to start getting Seattle working more with ports, hopefully. I definitely want to do that. And we're, it'd make better connections to Canada. Of course, when we go through that, we've got to go through the waiting for the coast-to-coast map to be updated and then the Canadian map to be updated. So, fingers crossed it's not going to be that long, but I know once Washington comes out, that is definitely something we're going to be adding to our repertoire. Really enjoy this truck. Like I said, I was going back and looking through some of our old footage, and I was realizing I love that truck. The white and the green and the Subway. It was more from the pride of what I was able to create. Not that kind of artistic person. I can build you a house. I can build you fine carpentry. That's my skill. I don't have paints and what looks good, and I don't have that kind of skill. So seeing the old Subway truck made me really happy what we were able to accomplish, but I really enjoy the IK9 one more. And I know it's less because, it's just that black and a little bit of white. But I love their logo. I love what they stand for. I love what they do. They're a great company. And I love the irony. I decided that I was going to go with IK9 and work with them last October. I decided that I was going to start representing them just because I like their mission. When we were at Dover, I had seen Jeffrey Earnhardt's hauler go by. And I was like, oh, black lab with blue eyes, that's cool. Didn't think anything else of it. And then I started watching his car during the race, and I was like, you know what, that's interesting. Let me look that up. Did my research, started to really look at it, and then started to study it through race Sunday, and that's when I decided, I was like, that's what I want us to do. That's our next step, is working with IK9. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna copy what he had for a car, because he had one in the Monster Energy Cup Series. I'm like, that's our next step. Well, over the break, and when I started designing and getting ready for it and trying to keep it all a secret, whatnot, comes out that he's going to be partnering with Joe Gibbs in the Xfinity Series, and that's going to be a sponsor on the car. And Kyle Busch is going to drive the car as well. So then I'm like flabbergasted. And then they made a deal with Hailie Deegan, or Kaylee, I think it's Hailie Deegan in the K&N Series. They're on her car. And then they've got this big thing that they're working up for next year, where they're going to have a cup car too, and this and that. It's just, when I mentally decided to start showing off IK9, all of a sudden they exploded as a brand. So here we are, I guess, joining their push forward. So that's a little story of why they're on our truck, why they're on our car, and happy they're there and happy to represent them on the track. And let's hope that we keep our cars in one piece this year as we start off in Michigan. One thing that I know is that everybody is hoping for June for AI. And I know I've talked about this many times, and you won't stop hearing me talk about it. We're hopeful for June. If it comes out in June, everything's going to change, and we'll go from there. Obviously, we're going to have the same car, same videos, whatnot, but I'll be able to create the schedule. So, one thing I do look forward to this season is... hold on. I just want to take that turn first. Big thing I'm looking forward to this season, because I'm nervous about it, but excited at the same time. The last race come June for this season is at the road course at Daytona. And it's one of those tracks where it kind of, big bump, kind of gets you worked up, kind of gets you excited. So I'm excited to see what might happen. Fingers crossed that's going to go well. Definitely feel like there should be a light here, but let's get ourselves over here. Oh, that truck looks so good. Love that design. Alright, let's get ourselves up onto this highway. Now our speed limit's 70, and we should be crossing back into the state, so it's just to get through the Great Lakes and then cross back over. But yet again, the border is really cool, and doing the jobs up in Canada I found is really neat. This team's put a lot of thought and effort into this map and the fact of how towns and roads are laid out. A lot of roads that I've seen from one of the people I watch on YouTube, his name's Trucker Josh, that's his YouTube handle. He does a lot of North America work, but mostly from Canada, maybe down into the United States, just a smidge. And the roads that are up in Canada are just, they're so vast. Like, you just go through plains where there's nothing around. This mod copies that quite well. A lot of open area, a lot of smaller roads, smaller highways, far and in between cities. Yet again, going for that realism element. It makes it a good drive, and I'm hoping to do some videos up here with that. So we will see as time gets closer. Also, I figured out how to use the developer, I guess, dashboard. It allows me to teleport around. Obviously, with having to redo our account, having to get back some of our garages, that helps us to be able to teleport there, then drive all the way out. My original plan was I downloaded a mod of a Ford Mustang, and I said, okay, if I really got to drive coast to coast, I'm not going to make a video on it, you know, just to be able to get... Ooh. Let's slow down there. I didn't like that turn at all. Poor Pac-Man's like flying around over there. yeah, it's like, I'm not going to film it. I'm just going to drive coast to coast as fast as I possibly can to unlock the map. And then I found out about the panel. And I don't... Yeah, that. Well, the console, I should say, not the panel. Hurt. I didn't realize it didn't let me drive when I was in there. But you have the ability to just type in and be able to launch yourself across the map. So that saved us a lot of time and energy, and I'm grateful for people to having tutorials out there how to use that, just to get ourselves back on our feet and back to making American Truck Simulator videos for you all. Today's Thursday now. It's 2 days since I started recording this video just because of timing. Toll station ahead. Heading to the States. Our first re-upload after our break went up today. Very excited for some of the content that's coming your way. You'll see this 3 weeks afterwards. That's how much we're trying to get ourselves back on track. But I will say one of the most exciting things, we'll just go here in the middle. It's going to go all the way to the outside, but I don't want to wait behind a Greyhound. Welcome back to the United States. I like this. Look at that. SES. I can't read the other ones. Budgedale. That's clever. I like that a lot. Well, it's free for us to get in. Fantastic. Let's get ourselves through. Thank you, thank you. And back in the USA. Now what I need to say, I'm already super excited. I can see this in front of us. Look at that bridge. Now I'm assuming that bridge must be from Oregon. I just haven't found it yet. We're going to get ourselves back out there very soon. You guys will see that. Climb that hill. Look at these bridges. Way to bridge the gap. Holy crap. These are beautiful. These actually look like bridges that we have here connecting New Hampshire and Vermont. We got 2 on the Hinsdale side. We've got 1 giant one just like these, connecting Chesterfield and Brattleboro. So that's really cool to see this, and they're green too. So it's like a little shout out to home, being able to see these bridges. They look really nice. Just fill in the gaps. You can see the dips here. And then we got rocks to bring ourselves back to the United States. Very clever on how to connect the maps. Great work to both the teams of being able to connect them. So big shout out to those guys working together. I know there is a Mexico one. I think it's like Viva la Mexico. Whoa. Yeah. I didn't hit anything. Hold up. Well, it's like a 4-car pileup. I swear I didn't hit a thing. Let's get ourselves out of here. So we're going to have to ignore that that happened. Jesus. Okay. So, note to self coming through Canada to Detroit. Yeah, go focus. That there's another one of those invisible walls. We hit them every once in a while when we have these maps. It's nevertheless still a pain in the ass because now we've got a almost completely total truck for no reason. Do we have another toll? Seriously? Welcome to America, everybody. Yeah, I know we're gonna have this happen every once in a while now. Good thing we're almost there. We're 21 miles away. I swear I didn't hit anything, and now I'm gonna have to go back through the footage, but you all saw it. Miserable. Welcome to the United States of America. Well, that was fun, everybody. Oh, I thought there was there's not even a pole here. Alright. Let's just finish up these 21 miles before we get our truck fixed. Oh, you can hear everything grinding. Textures don't quite add up, but at least now I know we're back to regular textures. Oh, jeez. Well, that was fun. That was exciting. That's a way to end our video. But yeah, we're going to get back up to Oregon and start working up there. doing some flatbed work. I'm excited about that, and we could probably get to see that in the next couple weeks if you haven't seen it already. If you've seen it already, well, then you already know. I don't know when I'm going to be able to fit that into the schedule, but I'm looking forward to it. I should have gotten off there. Shit. Not legit at all, but we're already having a whole bunch of issues. I can't afford to go all the way to the next frickin' state to turn around. Yeah, I didn't even know I needed to get off and I wasn't paying attention. I try my darndest all the time to try to making this a realistic simulator experience. I really do. Now everybody's disappearing as soon as I hit there. Here's a little bit broken. We just took some trailer damage. I assume it's because that's like a 60-degree drop. Okay, don't come to Detroit. Learned a lesson today. Ah, shit. Okay. Now, I said originally we were going to go up to the target. I'm going to look around and see if there might be a better spot. Well, freight's up there. It's that overpass. Welcome to Detroit. We are going 30 miles an hour over the speed limit. Whoops. Happens when you get flustered from magical walls destroying your truck. Yeah. No. Come on, get out of reverse. Jeez. Are we having fun yet? Are we having fun now, Mr. Krabs? Sorry, I'm just gonna admire little things. It's super cool when we connect iRacing in this. This is something that I find really neat, and you're gonna hear me nerd out about it a lot. I can guarantee that. Almost missed that whole light cycle. Oops. Oh, it's a Staples. Oh well. We're gonna still pull ourselves in here. Another Featherlite, actually 2 Featherlite trailers in here. This used to be some of the main places that we go. This is 42 print of the built-in companies. We used to come here all the time because it's one of the bigger places to try parking these things. Hold on, be right back. Hey, Beast. Alright, we're back. Forgot I hadn't gotten a screenshot yet, so. Oop. And 1 step back. There we go. There you have it, everybody. And we just completely trashed the place. From Manchester to Detroit. That was a good run. You can actually see where I went before. A fun little fact. Where was it? Right here. I was doing a Canadian run. Really long one. Went like halfway across the country. A lot of fun. But right here at this intersection, because of the truck that was in here is the Globetrotter, I flipped it right here. I just took this turn in and it just went. So that was fun. But here we are. Detroit, super excited take you United States next time, but I wanted to try the Canada. I want to be able to show you guys the tow booth. So it was a good time. I hope you guys enjoyed. But that's going to do it for this one, guys. If you like what you saw, we do live stream on Twitch, and we are on Instagram. Those links are down there in the description below. Let us know down in the comments what you think. I always love to be able to hear from you guys, what you might want to see either in this series or in a different series. Always up for suggestions or a chat. If you enjoy what you saw, sorry, dying a little bit. If you enjoy what you saw, thumbs up is appreciated. And if you want to show support, a subscribe means the world to us. It just lets us know that we have an audience. We're making these videos, and it puts a big smile on our face every day when we get to make them for you guys. But with that, I thank you guys so much for coming out to this one, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.